Alright, welcome back. This is going to be episode 2 of pose method of running. Follow up to our first video. This is going to go into more detail about proper running form using the pose method. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Like I said, we are working on the pose method of running again today. I've done a video on this before, which turned out pretty good, I guess. A lot of questions about it, a lot of comments about improving running form. So I figured I'd do a follow-up to that video. There's a link in the description to that first video, so please follow that video. And then, you know, this may make more sense when I talk about this video. Okay, today we're going to focus on running speed using the pose method, running slow versus running fast, how that looks, how it's going to feel, and yeah, how efficient you're going to feel as well. So just to recap from the first video, we talked about basically just raising your heels to your butt and doing exercises to get comfortable with that, and we got ourselves to do a standing in place run, basically doing knee kick, butt kickers, basically raising your heels to your butt. And well, as a recap, we'll show what that looks like right here. So as you can tell from this clip that we're running in place, our heels are coming up to our butt, but we're not going anywhere, and this is kind of an exaggerated motion, but you can see we're kind of running in place and just doing butt kickers to kind of show the pose method. Everything is centered around you and your feet are landing underneath your body, and that is the goal, is to have your feet land underneath your body at all times, whether you're running stationary or running really fast. So that's what that looks like. So now for this next clip, we're going to show moving forward. So basically what you're going to be doing here is you're going to transition from running in place to falling forward slightly. And basically what's going to happen is, as you start leaning forward, as your whole body starts leaning forward, you're going to start falling forward, and to catch yourself, you're going to put your foot out in front of you, but it's still going to land underneath your body, and you're going to start moving forward. So you're going to start into a nice easy jog. You're going to try to maintaining a high cadence. So it depends if you use which number you use. It's either about 90 steps per minute or 180 if you're using both feet together. So if you focus on just your right foot hitting the ground, it'll be 90 steps per minute. And if you focus on numbers dealing with both feet hitting the ground, it'll be twice that, which is 180 steps per minute. But we're going to be maintaining a high cadence and slowly moving forward. And again, this is an exaggerated pose method that we're trying to show here. So even though you're going forward slowly, you're still doing a butt kicker, you're still having a high cadence. It's just kind of, and everything's landing underneath you. That's kind of what we're focusing on, is your feet are landing underneath your body at all times. Your body is in alignment the entire time. So that's what we're trying to focus on here with this motion. Okay, now what we want to focus on is running slow versus running fast. So what does that look like, and what's the difference in speed? So, and also with your knee height. So when you're running slow in real life, you're not going to be leaning forward as much. So what happens is you're not trying to catch yourself as you're falling forward as much. So as a result, your knee is not coming up as much, but your feet are still landing underneath your body, and your body is in alignment. Your chest, your hips, your knees, your feet are all in alignment as your feet hit the ground. So as you're wanting to go faster, you're going to lean forward more. So you're going to be falling forward, which means you're going to end up going forward faster. When in turn what's going to happen is your knees are going to come up a little bit higher. So we're going to practice running slowly and what that looks like, and then running faster and what that looks like. So in this first clip, we're going to be running slowly in kind of a real life scenario. We're not going to be doing butt kickers. We're just going to be running slowly, but everything is going to be landing underneath us. So let's take a look at what it looks like when you are just running slowly in the pose method, not exaggerating the butt kicking form, if that makes any sense. So let's take a look at just jogging slowly first. Okay, as you can tell from this, I'm just going nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Arms are relaxed, body's relaxed, everything's in alignment. Head is facing forward. You're looking 30 to 40 meters ahead of you, and everything is nice in alignment. We're doing about a 10-minute mile pace. Just a nice leisurely jog, and you tell I'm not shuffling my feet, but I'm not really picking them up way off the ground. I'm certainly not doing any kind of butt kickers where my heel is coming up to my butt. This is what a normal, easy jog should look like in the pose method, landing on the midfoot, hopefully, and yeah, so everything is in nice alignment. Now we look at what the easy jog looks like using pose method. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go slightly faster. We're going to do about a 7-minute mile pace and come through here and get what it looks like. What you're going to notice is, besides the speed, is the cadence is going to stay similar, but the knees are going to come up a little bit higher, and I'm going to be leaning forward a little bit more. And yeah, so let's take a look at that. This is going to be about 7-minute mile pace using pose method. Everything should still be in alignment: head, hips, shoulders, knees, ankles, everything in alignment, and should be landing with your midfoot. So again, this is another thing to stress, is not heel striking, landing on your midfoot, or even forefoot, but midfoot definitely, to make sure that you don't have that braking force every time you put your foot down. So all right, let's take a look at going faster. All right, you can tell with this faster pace that the knees are coming up a little bit higher. You're doing more of a butt kicker, and so your heels are coming up a little bit more as well. So things are a little bit more exaggerated, but still you're trying to maintain being relaxed. You're looking forward 30 to 40 meters, arms are relaxed, everything is in nice alignment, landing on the midfoot. Cadence is the same cadence, but just the knees are coming up a little bit more, and the heels are coming up a little bit more, not dragging behind you, but actually coming up and meeting your butt. So basically getting more to a butt kicker. Now we're gonna go really fast, and we're gonna do more like a 5-minute mile pace and show what that looks like, and try to even slow it down a little bit in post edit to make sure everything is in alignment and proper. But we're gonna go really fast at about 5-minute mile pace. Okay, now that I caught my breath after doing that, you'll notice that things are much more exaggerated. Knees are coming up way more. Basically doing a butt kicker. The heel is coming way up to the butt, and but the cadence is staying about the same. The stride length is increasing because you're falling forward more, and as a result, if you're falling forward more, your leg has to go up more to catch yourself. So now what we're going to do is basically take side by side, and hopefully we can do this in the same speed so that the cadences are about the same. But we're going to show jogging versus going all out, and the difference there as far as what your stride will look like. And in both cases, you should notice, if I did this right, that your feet are landing underneath you, you're not overstriding, and your body is staying in alignment. So that means your head, shoulders, hips, and legs are staying in alignment with each other as you're moving through the gait cycle. So we'll try to show both of them together, and so that's going to basically wrap it up for today. Is showing what the difference is as far as going different speeds for the pose method again, you're not, so the question I was getting a lot was, well, if you're going really slow, are you still doing butt kickers basically? The answer is no, you're not. The exercises I showed in the first video are basically the technique, building the technique, the muscle memory. So in order to learn that, you kind of exaggerate the motions. And so the motions I was showing in that first video is basically just exaggeration of the motion. But the philosophy is all the same. Everything stays in alignment. Your foot strike lands below you. You land on your midfoot, and your head, shoulders, hips, and legs stay in alignment as you're moving through the gait cycle, regardless if you're going slow or fast. Just that when you're going faster, you notice that your knees will come up more, and that you'll be doing more of a butt kicker like you showed in this first video with the skills. So anyway, hopefully that helps clarify a couple questions I was getting, helps make you a more efficient runner. Leave any comments you have down below, any questions that you may have regarding better form. Yeah, leave a big thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and until next time, peace.